like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. Our name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, Manny and Petty Dave, Manny and however you say it, Petty Day for the ego. Understand that when you come here, this is a hard hat area. Self development is the construction site. So, with that being said, if you would like to inquire about any of my services, you may do so by checking out the description box. In the description box, you will see my contact information. You can talk, call me, text me, email me. Just don't call me on live. Um, in addition to seeing that in the description box, you will also see how to donate to how to support the channel, um, donation tiers, all of that good stuff will be there. All right, if you would like to catch me live and get a free live tarot reading, you already know what to do. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified. All right, so we're gonna type forever. You want to be added to the list forever. All right, so I would like to thank everybody who has come through watching live currently, all of those who is watching on the replay, and everybody who will watch this in the future. All right, everybody who supported the channel in the past, all that good stuff. So we are going to get started with. I'm gonna do a timeless collective reading. I don't want to put too much on myself right now, so we're just gonna take it easy peasy. Beautiful cover girl, you know. All right, we're gonna do a timeless collective reading. You know what? Let me pull one for myself real quick. Let me pull one for myself first. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Welcome in, yo. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna pull myself a quick card, and then I'm gonna pull a card. Then I'm gonna pull a timeless collector for. Ooh, okay. See what else is under here. Okay. All right. All right. Yo, double tap that screen. We got 20 people, 24 people in here live. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't do it for me, then do it for the tarot. If you don't do it for tarot, then do it for the crystal ball. If you don't do it for the crystal ball, do it for the candle. All right. But double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Whether you are a lover or a hater of the channel, you are welcome here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's talking. Uh-oh, somebody got a message in here. Cars is moving quite smooth. They even had something feel like it wanted to flip out for a second. Let me drop a couple hearts in the chat. Let me pay my dues. All right. All right. All right, here we go. So the first card we got here is going to be the star card, okay? Um, the star card can represent spiritual guidance, spiritual renewal. This could be a confirmation that spirit is with you during a difficult time. This also could be an indication that we need to get into a loving environment or an environment where we feel natural, like with other people who meditate, other people who like tarot, with people who like to barbecue, etc. The second card we have here for the Timeless Collective reading is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. I love this card. So the Nine of Pentacles is fulfillment in the earth realm. To me, this card symbolizes the fact that things have come full circle. And there's a divine order to things, right? Hence the 369. But the key that of the divine order, as it is placed above her head, is, you named it, her intellect. She seen it and she brought it to fruition. Okay. And the third and final card we have here is going to be the King of Cups. Okay. So this is um uh androgyny, but in a male's body, right? From a male's perspective, this is the perfect balance of external, internal, as above, so below, etc., etc. All kings represents visionary energy, right? All kings represents mastery over the vessel, right? But the King of Cups is especially uh an example because he has mastered the cups. Okay. So typically we look at these cards. So typically we look at major arcana cards as like major life themes, situations, and circumstances. Um, when we looking at the minor arcana and we looking at what is the non-court cards again? I can't remember what they call. But the H through 10 is looked at as situations and circumstances we could face on a day in, day out basis. And sometimes the court cards is looked at as personalities, people that could be coming in and out of our lives, or personality traits that we could want. So for some, what I'm seeing here is that, excuse me one second, I got to blow. So what I'm seeing here with this trio of cards is that some of us may be feeling like an answer, or our prayers is being answered in a sense where we prayed, meditated, right? We created a loving environment and allowed the pinnacles to grow. And once the pinnacles grew, then either we grew into the King of Cups or we literally manifested our version of the King of Cups in our reality. So, let's consult. Um, let's go ahead and consult the Rider Waite deck for best course of action. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing uh I know the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year just passed. I think it's a full moon or something. Is it the full moon yet? I think so. Or is it the third or something like that? I can't remember. But I'm seeing like a spiritual renewal under the stars. This could be for some like taking a spiritual bath or like going outside and doing some sort of prayer ritual. What's up, Lala? How you doing? I think you might be the first one in. Or the second. If I missed y'all chat, I'm sorry. I'm reading. I don't be paying attention. So like I was saying, what I'm seeing here with this current energy of the timeless collective rehab to collective reading we have is s- we could be actually feeling fulfilled and joyful from the inside out. And it could be because we have a divine new partner. Now, this new partner or this partner that I speak of doesn't necessarily have to be a male, right? But it's represents, so the King of Cups represents logic first and emotion second, right? Or mastery of emotions, right? King can be interchanged for mastery, right? So master of oh, we almost lost one. What's up, Sai? How you doing? I can't see what you said because my computer went to sleep. I'll show you real quick. So I got to turn on the computer real fast. But I'll catch up to the chat in 1 second, y'all. I'll catch up to the chat in 1 second. But yeah, so like I was saying, in this collective reading, what I'm seeing here is there's a confirmation, and I think we can get receive more guidance from maybe the moon or something like that. But the star card is saying that the star card in the nine of pentacles is telling me that we starting to see things come to fruition, and it feels so good, right? Who would have ever known that being disciplined with praying, meditating, eating healthy, taking showers every day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, will bring you everything you ever wanted and more, right? So, is there anything we need to do? All right. So, I think I'm gonna pull two cards from this deck as best course of action. So, the first card that we got for best course of action is the Four of Cups. All right. So, this is, in short, this is balance and stability in the realm of emotions. Oh, wow. And the Hierophant card. Well, so the best course of action, I believe, here is going to be um I'm gonna keep it simple, right? Don't be stubborn. Receive what's being offered because there's really ain't nothing wrong with it. It just a few tweaks here and there, right? And it's like take the high road. I feel like we are called right now to be the leaders that we are. And sometimes we gotta go above and beyond to make a point. Sometimes we gotta be silent to make a point. Can I get some hearts in the chat, y'all, please, so we can get back in the algorithm? So I'm shadow banned. I've been shadow banned all week, yeah. But yeah, but what I'm seeing here is that we got the keys. Um, we natural born leaders, and we have to trust that we are in the right place at the right time because the moment we have incoherence and what we think and how we feel, then the people, places, things around us will have incoherence, right? So again, don't be stubborn and take the advice that's given, right? Which is be the leader, right? The Hierophant represents a person who is a leader, right? They trained, they educated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I gotta blow my nose, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, so Siren was here first. Mateo was here. Shout out to Mateo. Shout out to Siren. How y'all doing today? What's up? What's up, Lala? So Siren was first, but Lala said forever first. So we can get Lala on the list of Lala still here. All right. So yeah, I had to blow my nose. I was catching up to the chat. So I guess ain't nobody here. So well, I don't know what's going on. All right, Lala. I was just about to put you to the end of the line. Oh, I can't believe I put some dirty tissue right there on my table. Oh Lord, I can't believe I just did that. Whoa. All right. Oh, I don't know. What's coming to you that's good? Everything coming to you that's good. You just got to be able to see the good in it. If you change your perspective about your whole life, then everything will be good. All right, let me get her out the way real quick, Siren, and I got you. So, Lala, do you want what's coming good for me and best course of action? Or you just want to know what's good and keep it moving? I don't know what that means. What do you mean don't push you? I don't know. Hey, only thing you got to do is just tell me when enough is enough. However, one thing I do know is that we'll never push ourselves harder than what's comfortable. And so when I push people, it's not to kick you while you're down, but I know the most growth happens when you make those breakthroughs, not before. Is when you make the breakthrough, because when you make the breakthrough, there's literally a breakthrough happening in your brain, meaning that either we open the space for a new train of thought, or we just totally accepted that something was bad and we just moved it out the way. But like I was saying though, my job as a coach is to push people, man. It's to teach and push. Pete is to help realize, it's to help you realize your potential and maximize your potential. I got you on a reading on your singing. Hey, look. I'm not gonna rush nobody's reading. And I'm just telling you just to let you know who I am. I give everybody the same attention. Now, some people's readings and stuff like that might last longer, but 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 in any case, I don't rush nobody. I don't. I'm just, and that's why I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? But the best way to make sure that you make sure you get a great reading is to donate to the channel. And don't forget donations. All love, respect, and donations. Don't forget that part. Justice card. So I think I'm gonna do two cards from here. Man, moon card. Uh, ooh, we. You know, it's funny because even though I've done literally thousands and thousands of readings, literally, I only remember this combination being so close together maybe once. Believe it or not. Hold on one second. Okay, so as far as what's energy is coming towards you, whether it's good or bad or not is subjective. And the reason why is because the only thing I could do is deliver the message. It's up to you to decide that all things is good and that only good things is going to come to you. And if it's anything that's not good, you said you owe me a donation. I don't worry about old donations. I'd rather you not even, not even mention it. I don't really care about the donations. I need it, but yeah, I ask because I have to, but I don't want people to feel obligated. So you got the justice card, the number 11. So what I'm seeing here is that your sword and your scale is going to get you through. Now, the scale is something that I feel is going to be important for you to understand because everybody think that you judge righteously with the mind, and that's not 100% true. Um, all of your chakras are an extension of your nervous system, which is an extension of your brain. We already know that, right? If not, then round two. So the key in understanding this card is going to be the sword, which represents the air element intelligence. But this card, I mean, this symbol of the scale, I believe. Hold on, let me get my words right. So I believe the key to this card is going to understand that you use your mind, but you also use other chakras as well, especially your heart and your gut, right? Um, and the reason why is because logically we can see. Logically things are what they are. But what's really, really key here is being able to not only trust what you see, but trust how you feel. Okay. So I see with this card, I see balance coming in for you. I apologize. All right. So what's good coming your way? Justice card. Now, being the number 11 card, I see you gaining more senses. I see you being more confident in judging your environment. And I feel like that's going to open up the door for you to see reality deeper in a particular level of truth like you never seen before. The moon card represents like truths being revealed, etc., etc. And we already know the justice card brings balance, right? So the combination of these two looks like it lays out the yellow brick road for you, right? One thing that I really love about this moon card is the crestation here, because this card is so rich in symbolism that it can tell a little fable or tale in itself, right? So symbolically speaking, this crestation represents a person who's developed a tougher outer shell, meaning that, words don't hurt them, right? Um, And with this new exterior shell, they can climb out of the water. Now, what do the waters mean? We already know in tarot, the water represents your emotions. So here, if you look, the sky kind of look like it's weeping a little bit. So with that being said, the emotions here is kind of somber and sad. Okay. So another thing that I'm getting here is that you will be able to go within yourself and be able to recognize, okay, I feel bad. This is why now I can do something about it. I feel like in some areas in your life, there was, excuse me, I feel like there was situations and circumstances where maybe you felt powerless. Maybe you felt like shoulda, coulda, woulda. Maybe you feel like if, and, or but. Um, but I'm here to, if I can speak prophetically, I'm here to say that those things that held you back is over. I just think that you um maybe be a little bit, maybe I don't know. Be open to direction from spirit. Remember, spirit speaks through people, places, and things, situations, and circumstances. It's not always going to be a clear, audible conversation in a dream, or, not everybody is going to tell you, like, hey, I have evil intentions, right? Eight of Pentacles was the card. It was a card that flipped over. Okay, I thought it was. I couldn't find it. Now, let's see what your best course of action is, though. Mm. Also, with this combination, I see you being able to gain the ability to speak your truth. I don't know if this is like an isolated thing at work or at school, or if this is something that you've been dealing with for a long time. But the combination of the two cards is telling me that if you speak your truth judiciously, people will hear and feel you, and people will acquiesce. You just have to give them time to process whatever's going on. All right. You just got to give them time to process. It was two cards that flipped over. It was another one. The Two of Pentacles. All right, I got to go back and listen to that reading again. All right, so let's see what the best course of action. All right, let's see how we can bring this energy into play. Hold on, y'all. My phone frozen, so let me. Okay, you said angel number is 11. Yeah, Siren, you still here? Or did you leave? I think you said you was about to, then you said you was coming back. Yeah, we could talk about, we could do a lot, but I wanna have something to talk about though. I don't wanna just have it random. Like, I wanna have some sort of idea on where we going and what we doing. If you want, well, I don't know. I ain't gonna force that on you. But I'm about to say, if you want, I could put you on game on some stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. But now I got so much stuff in the cut. It's ridiculous. You said, yeah, you were saying that too. Yeah, cause I supposed to been doing a Bible study today, but I ain't gonna lie, I've been sick and stuff. I just wanted to play the game today for real. Excuse me. Double barrel cough. All right, so let's see. All right, so you got King of Swords, double air element, Ten of Swords. Ugh. Well, I don't know. You said take it easy on you. I don't see nothing. It depends on how you view a challenge. It depends on how you view a challenge. Where is this Mercury retrograde taking people? The same place all the Mercury retrogrades taking people. You just got to know where the Mercury retrograde is at. Where is Mercury going retrograde in the sky? Okay, so your best course of action is to kill the old you. It ain't no other way to say it. Ain't no other way to say it. Don't you know in the movie? Uh, Sometimes it's military movies when somebody get blown up and they don't want to leave that old person behind. Or I wouldn't say love challenges, not at all. Or don't you know in the movies? Uh, you know, I don't know. E.T. phone home, whatever. Well, this is just that. I feel like sometimes you got to cut off the finger to save your hand. And the one thing about this King of Swords is telling me is that we definitely need to move more logic based. Uh Best course of if you get two swords cards coming out after you get these two major arcana cards, this is all this is all air energy, meaning this is all head space. Meaning that the next chapter in your life is going to be totally dependent on how well you can think the right thoughts all day, every day. Really, the only thing that's standing in your way is you. Pessimism, depression, PTSD, whatever. This ain't a shameless plug, but I would seek guidance if I was you. And this ain't you ain't got to do it with me. And the reason why I'm saying this, the way I'm saying it is because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to find somebody that you can trust. You're gonna have to trust them to open up to them. You're gonna have to trust them to tell them the truth. You're gonna have to trust them to guide you, to give you good feedback, to give you advice. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a two-way street, but you got to find somebody that you're willing to submit to on a few on for lack of a better term, because um it's a lot of strong, smart people out here who fail because they either they take it too soft on themselves, they take it too easy on themselves, and they don't try hard, or they just give up. And if you understand anything about the hero's journey, then everything is for your benefit. Not just one thing over the other, but everything is to the benefit of the king. So, so in closing, what I'm seeing here for the best course of action is that old person is all the way gone. And there's going to be parts of you that's going to get exposed. And you're going to have to let it go. Don't dwell on the past. Don't do this, don't do that. Just let that stuff go. Whether you had like an anger problem, PTSD, whatever it is, if you're not letting that stuff go, that stuff is going to drag you down to rock bottom. It's going to be, I always tell people, holding on to old habits, old people, places, and things is like starting a new puzzle and taking the old puzzle pieces to the new puzzle. Like that just don't work. Right. And I don't know your specific situation and circumstance, but I know that whenever we try to manifest something anew, we can't bring the old puzzle pieces with us. We can't. It just won't fit in the picture. Like, yeah, it might be similar color or similar shape, but it ain't gonna fit. It's just not. So whatever it is, you're gonna have to do to let go of these things. Cause like I said, it could be things about us that we don't know about. But when they get exposed, meaning when they get brought to our attention, when those things come to the light, we just got to be ready to let them go. Whether we got to apologize or what, but we just got to move accordingly. All right, Zoe, what up, Zoe? All right, baby, Sal, what's up? I want some of the strawberries, cookies, and cream. I ain't even gonna lie. I want some Cool Whip. What about your singing? Uh, Zoe, I got you on the list, but I got one person ahead of you, so please wait to post your question until it's your turn. If you get bored, you can release some stress by spamming the green hearts in the chat. I don't mind if people spam the green hearts. I can kind of see through it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we don't rush nobody else's reading or anything like that, we straight. I don't know, man. If you asking me, is you gonna be successful? Then you already know I'm not gonna answer that. I thought somebody was in the shower. Oh, okay. I didn't even nothing to drink. Yeah, I just filled it up. I really need something warm, bro. Tired of drinking the same tea flavors. You know, it's cool with a cup. On the trash. Um, yeah, you said the energy around it. So I want to know what possible energy is it? What I'm asking you, all right. So what I'm asking you is, can you be more specific? I'm sorry for the runaround. Can do you mind being more specific about your singing? Drink ginger with clove. It's so beneficial. I can't afford no cloves right now. I got ginger and I got fresh ginger. I got powdered ginger and fresh ginger. What's up, Puppington? It was cold as fuck earlier. That air was so dry. No, I got I got to challenge you, man. You don't want to go outside? You want to go potty? But he'd be ringing the bell like 9:15 though. What's your PayPal? It's in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna pull that card, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna pull a card on that, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna pull this one, but I'm not gonna tell you. And only reason why I'm saying that is because I want you to be intentional. My singing brings healing to the world. My singing makes people heal. You know, whatever. But let me see. I am curious to see though. No, I'm not putting a card on the desk. That's why I just said I'm not showing you. The only reason why I'm not showing you is because I got to challenge you to be intentional. Whatever your intention is, you got to will it into existence. So what's the point of prying just to see and not get an answer? Because well, if you don't know, certain questions I don't like for people to refer to tarot for because I feel like again, when you're talking about spirituality, it's two paths. One path is predicting the future, the other path is uh manifesting it. Some things and I don't think I got all the answers, don't get me wrong, but some things I feel like we we don't leave up to chance. Some things I feel like we got to put energy towards it. Don't forget your folic and your B vitamin, the two to the left. Jose, what's up, Jose? If there's something that takes the wheel for your hands, Jose, man, why you be coming in here with these random questions at the wrong time, good brother? So I'm looking into your energy. Uh, mm, how can I answer that? Mm, everybody looking to everybody energy all the time. Everybody looks into everybody energy all the time. All right, so the card that's associated with um singing, your singing is the Fool card. So basically, how I view it is I ask a personal question and you say you will not give me feedback. I'm giving you my feedback. I'm not giving, I said I wasn't going to give you the card. That's two different things. I can give you a I can give you a feedback, whether it's from a card or from my heart or from my mind or wherever I get the message from. It could be my sacral chakra, wherever I get the message from, I can deliver the message. But I want you to know. I don't want you to rely on tarot to know what type of energy something you do carry. Because the energy that you carry is enough. You just got to know what you carry. Okay, what I got from it was you were still going to pull the card on me, but only just to see it for yourself. Yeah, why not? I got the right to refuse any reading. I'm sharing the card with you, but technically I got the right to refuse. Okay, so while I'm waiting on you to respond real quick, 0 point energy, the Fool card. What I want to focus on is the 0 point energy. So when you throw a rock in the middle of a lake, it makes a zero, right? Well, it depends, right? If you skip it or whatever. But if it, let's just say the rock jumps straight down, right? It creates like a ripple, 360 degrees, right? 365 degrees. I'm sorry. Wait, no, 365 days, 360 degrees. So, so I understand everything you saying, Syra. I'm just fucking with you, so don't fall for it, okay? But I was serious about what I was saying about being intentional, but everything else was a joke. But but I was real about being intentional. I do want you to be intentional because you have a lot of power, you have a lot of potential, and I'm not going to say the cars will hold you back, but I meet so many amazing people every single time I get on this live. And a lot of the people ask questions they don't need to ask. And the reason why I say that is because I meet so many people that got so much potential. And don't pay him no attention right now. I want you to focus on what I'm saying, please, while I'm reading. So, the 0 point energy, right? The thing about the fool card is not the fool is stupid or anything like that. The fool is the fool because he is foolishly optimistic, meaning that he has a goal, a dream, an aspiration, and he's foolish enough to go after it. Even though everybody say, "Oh, you will never do it. Oh, you will never make it. Oh, you'll never be famous. Or nobody will never love your singing." Right? The fool card is saying, "Prove it wrong." Even if the critics and the doubts is yourself. Right? The fool card is saying that whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you put in all you got, then all you're going to get is abundance tenfold because you was pure and sincere. Oh, I like that because you was pure and sincere. Oh, I like that. Oh, KPB preaching, boy. But the fool card, one thing about the fool card that a lot of people don't talk about is the fool's ability, damn, to alchemize. This is mental alchemy at its finest, right? And why do you say that? Because the fool card, the fool is a person who seemingly has nothing, right? Seemingly, right? And even if he do have it, maybe he's leaving it in pursuitment of something else. But with the fool, what you see is what you get. You see an optimistic person with goals, with dreams, right? And they're not going to let anything hold them back. So what type of energy do your singing have? It carries the ability to alchemize for not only for yourself but for others. So this card actually puts an emphasis on what I was telling you in the first place, which is you make the most out of the situation. This journey is going to be dictated by you. If you notice, I didn't need this card. I already told you this. It's a new beginning, right? Of course, there's going to be risk. We already know that. There's going to be risk in everything we do. Even if we sit on the couch and do nothing, there's a risk of us gaining weight and something, right? Low vitamin D levels, there's always going to be a risk of something. So we're not worried about the critics. We're not worried about haters. We're not even worried about anything. I don't know. Illuminati, whatever. We're not worried about nothing. If it's singing that we want, then it's if it's single that if it's singing that the people want, then it's singing that the people should get. You decide on what the people want, right? That's funny. But I don't know, man. I don't know. This is divine crown chakra energy. So you put your mind to it and you do it. That's the energy it has. That's the energy surrounding your singing. Use it as a new beginning, right? You can also use it as a new beginning as well. Like, what's up, Zoe? You bored? All right. Why is there something much rather than nothing? It's nothing zero. Where to find it? Like you gotta put that in ChatGPT and tell me what ChatGPT. You gotta reword that question. You gotta reword these questions, bro. I don't know what you know what I'm saying. I think I know what you be saying, but I don't want to misunderstand you. So I know you said something about nothing, right? 0 point energy doesn't mean nothing. Zero doesn't mean nothing. It's just an in between. Uh, but zero represents potential in this case. It represents infinite potential. Can you show me the characteristics of your donations? Mm-mm-mm. New beginnings, infinite potential. The ability to alchemize, the ability to take nothing and turn it into something, or the ability to take an idea and bring it to fruition. You made some bread. What kind of bread you made, sis? Let me see something real quick. See, I think what's about to happen is that when they realize it don't work, they're gonna get more and more out there, and it's okay because they keep the algorithm going. What you want, puppy? You made toast. Why you gonna ask me that? I don't. I wish you would ring that bell because she just asked you, "Did you want to go outside 5 minutes ago?" Don't even go looking at that bell. Oh, we gonna fight if you go over there by that bell. Oh, we gonna fight, puppy. Oh, we gonna fight. Cause she just asked you. You might as well get ready for bed. Now you just made me laugh. You was looking dead at that door. Don't act like you wasn't. I think I'm gonna warm up some of this soup. Yeah, my stomach hurt. I'm about to get something to eat. Mm-mm-mm. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Puppy. She just asked you, did you want to go outside? You're gonna have to wait till it's bedtime. Cause then so you go outside now, then an hour later you're gonna be going at it again. You might as well wait. You might as well wait, dog. I might cut on this garbage disposal. How about that one? I might do the big one. What? What do you want? Here's some CJ. CJ about to come now. You still gotta wait. He just looked like he was about to walk to the door. I told him, wait. Just some aluminum. Some aluminum. I think I should have done this. That is a good idea. My nose is full. All right, Zoe, where you at, Zoe? Guess who's bees at? Still smother crack in my clothes like Krispy Kreme. I was cooking a blow. All right, baby, so you asked me did I want to go live. I almost said something crazy in the middle of blowing my nose. Zoe, how can I help you, Zoe? Zoe Master, the Zoe Master herself, if that's your real name. What? You might as well just retype everything. I ain't even gonna blame you. I ain't even gonna mad if you do. I ain't even gonna be mad if you do. You might as well just go ahead and just retype everything. I'm wondering what love. Uh, so again, uh, if you ask Tarot that question, I gotta give you a disclaimer. If you ask Tarot that question, they're going to show you a blockage. And it sounds like you want to know that, but some people ask questions similar to that, but they don't really want to know for real. So 9 times out of 10, if I go into these cards with this you're going to be shown what blockages you have. I think another thing to tell you before we get started is that you can get in a relationship, but why put a date on it? Why put a date for the next few months? Because what if putting a date on a limits it? I don't know. I'm just with certain things, I'm a little bit more free. And then other things like I'll like try to like will it into existence. Because again, at the end of the day, it's all coming down to a will. Like, will you do whatever it is you got to do to heal? Will you do whatever it is you got to do for your relationship? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you got to be careful the words you use too. Because what if all your relationships was genuine? What if y'all just wasn't compatible? So I think so. You got the King of Cups, and it fell out. So what I think is that let me ask you a question first. If you keep getting if you keep getting your heart broke, what's up, Bright? I was thinking about you today, but too bad, too bad I can't get in contact with you. But anyways, uh, you had the King of Cups just jump out, so that's telling me something. It's dealing with personality, right? So what I'm thinking is that I need to ask you, do you know exactly what you want? And if so, how detailed? I'm talking about, do you know to the height, the weight, the salary? Do you know what type of TV shows your future partner is going to watch? No, I don't, because the ones I use don't work. I ain't mean to turn this into a calling out party, but you know. But it's all good though, man. I had just got some bad news today, and You have came across my mind, my brain. Well, my thing is that you can't manifest something you don't know. No, they don't. But you can't. So my thing is that I always give this example. I can't. I'm gonna lie. I always give this example. I think it was Aladdin, but the dude went to a genie, right? It was a man who went to a genie. And he said, "I want $1 million." He said, "I want $1 million." And you know what the genie gave him? A million male reindeer. He gave him a million reindeer. He gave him reindeer with big antlers because he wasn't specific enough. So he literally wasted one of his three wishes on a million reindeer, on a million male deer. So so I feel like it's two parts to this. I feel like the King of Cups is something that you need to look forward to. So that means that you need to do a deep dive on the King of Cups and bring those qualities of the King of Cups to the table when it's time for you to decide on what you want. But it's no more, I just want to be happy. I just want somebody to love me. Because somebody can love you and knock all your teeth out. That don't mean that they don't love you. Somebody can love you and spend all the rent money on alcohol. That don't mean they don't love you. Somebody can love you and have sex with the neighbor. That don't mean that they don't love you. Man, they'll put a ring on your finger and have sex with your mom. But that don't mean that they don't love you. You know, Zoe, I think you'd be a perfect candidate for a future life that I'm going to be doing. So, the two parts is this. Hold on, I need a Q-tip. So the two sides is this. One side is that you need to bring the King of Cups into your life a little bit. But also I believe that the King of Cups is some personality traits that you can be open to bringing into your life. This King of Cups. You eat broccoli? Give me some. Yeah, I think he gonna eat it. He licking it because he like ice. It's still in his mouth though. Yeah, he like ice. Yeah, boy. Yeah, he's showing it right now. You about to make some broccoli and cheese? I want to make this sweet. Hey. Lay your head on my pillow. So what breakfast is that? All right, let me catch up to the chat real quick. Let me up the gap real quick. Make it go brat real quick. Make your brains go splat real quick. Oh, I'll lay it down. You welcome. Oh. Woo! It's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. I'm up all night on the all night flight. Woo. 14 likes. Oh, I forgot about the crackers. We got crackers. I need you to say something, baby. Hey, man. Let me catch up to the chat. Said you okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Why you say that? Oh, We've been on for an hour. All right, y'all. We got anybody left in the building or no? I don't know. It says two people in here. So, all right, y'all. Well, peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else? Put it back where? Cause I ain't buying it, and you better not buy that shit either. Peace.